The Queen's 8 grandchildren joined together on Saturday evening to honor their beloved grandmother. The heir to the throne, Prince William led the way, as his cousins and younger brother followed suit. Speaking on BBC, following the vigil, the Sunday Times royal editor Roya Nikkhah claimed that despite the pecking order of her grandchildren, the late Queen saw them as equal to one another. Speaking on BBC, Ms. Nikkhah said, "You see William there in that very senior role, taking on, as now the heir to the throne, but what's lovely about that tribute that we've just seen is, you know what, they are all equal grandchildren to the Queen. She didn't have favourites. Just because one was more senior to the other in the pecking order, they were all incredibly special to her." She added, "I think it's lovely that they've all agreed to do it together." Read more. Stop digging. GB News host says Prince Harry needs to tell Meghan no. Prince William led his cousins and brother at the vigil for the late Queen. Image, PA, all 8 of the Queen's grandchildren were in attendance. Image, PA, the Queen's 8 grandchildren all stood guard around her coffin in London, just hours after their parents held an emotional vigil in the same venue. Ahead of the state funeral on Monday, the Duke of Sussex joined his brother, Prince William, in wearing uniform around the coffin in Westminster Hall. Royal sources claimed that Charles decided his youngest son could wear uniform for the vigil. Harry stood at the foot of the coffin, whilst William, who is the heir to the throne, stood at the head of the coffin. Read more. Distraught Sophie Wessex in tears watching brave Lady Louise and James stand vigil. Prince Edward's 2 children, and Queen's youngest grandchildren, Lady Louise, 18 and 14-year-old James, joined their older cousins at Westminster Hall. Sophie, Louise and James' mother, could be seen in tears as she watched, from the sidelines, her son and daughter pay tribute to their late grandmother. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, the daughters of Prince Andrew, were also in attendance, as were Zara and Peter, the 2 children of the Queen's only daughter Princess Anne. Sisters Beatrice and Eugenie paid tribute to their beloved granny today, and said she was a loving hand on our backs leading us through this world. Don't miss Prince George, Charlotte and Louis doing okay after Queen's death. Report Britain wants to see Harry and Meghan back, says expert. Report Prince William reassures Queen's corgis well looked after. Report trending the grandchildren held a vigil for their beloved grandmother. Image, PA, all 8 are set to attend the Queen's state funeral on Monday, September 19, at Westminster Abbey. The funeral is scheduled to begin at 11 a.m. BST. Read next. Sophie Wessex takes mourners' flowers for Queen as she and Edward greet public at Palace. Queen was on great form just days before her death, says stunt horse trainer Warren. King Charles and William make surprise visit to Kew for lying in state. It means a lot. Queen's corgis being well looked after, as William admits seeing them made me quite sad. Chief of General Staff opens up about personal relation with Queen, still processing.